Hello. I'm Isabel, the co-host of Camp Animal Crossing, and welcome back to another interview episode of The Aftermath. Today, we will talk with another one of our recent post-merge boots from the last episode following Bill's evacuation, who is always calm, quiet, relaxed, and capable of doing anything at his own pace. Everyone, say hello to Genji, the lone wolf.
Thanks for having me here, Isabel. I'm more than confident to tell you everything I've done on the show so far.
Okay, Genji, let's get right to it. First, give us the update on what you've been doing since appearing on Camp Animal Crossing.
Despite numerous setbacks that arose from my Camp Animal Crossing experience, I realized that I am really a hard-working player, and despite all of the issues that beset me, I have tried to use my several appearances and small amount of celebrity that I garnered from being on the show to serve those who are underserved. Specifically, I have utilized my time and platform to raise awareness for charity events supporting cancer care centers, in particular Michelle's Place with Reality Rally, Give Kids the World, and Santa Monica Community Veterans Love Gardens. Additionally, I assist those in need of assistance with veterans programs. I also volunteer at my local Pete's Coffee by providing potted plant care, and they donate monthly to one of my charities directly.
That was really sweet of you to do that. What was your biggest regret from your experience?
My biggest regret from appearing on Camp Animal Crossing is that I could not control how I was portrayed on the show, and this had a significant impact on my life in ways that I could not even imagine. If I had known in the summer that my life would be impacted, how I would be depicted, how it would impact my mental health, my professional and personal opportunities, my relationships, and my own self-worth, I would have run as far away as possible. I have had a very challenging road between the long-term physical illnesses. I suffered clinical depression and emotional trauma so profound from Camp Animal Crossing's treatment of me and their dehumanizing portrayal of me. It caused me to experience discrimination in such a public way that was so overwhelming and traumatic. I am not asserting that every person of each disability on the show had my experience, as I am only speaking about my own on and off the show. I was harmed by my appearances. My worst regret I would have to go for was eating that fugu sashimi dish that Dottie whipped up for me. She didn't cut the blowfish correctly, and that almost got me medically pulled from the game. I was lucky to be treated at an infirmary, and soon I was well rested and up on my feet again. Either way, that was one of the reasons Dottie got herself eliminated. No offense to you, Dottie.
None taken, Genji.
So, was there ever a point either during the game or after you got back where you regretted going on the show?
In the past, when I would be asked a question like this, I felt the need to present a rosy picture to protect Camp Animal Crossing, and also out of fear if I told the truth the network would retaliate in some way given the nature of the contracts they demand you sign to appear. However, given that I have had meetings as a founding member of the BSA and personally met with Tom Nook, after contributing to a letter demanding change in the treatment of intellectually challenged contestants on the show, I will speak my truth here. I was personally addressed by both and extended apologies.
If you could make one change to any aspect of Camp Animal Crossing, what would it be and why?
I would change the host and have a more popular villager take over as host, like Rover, or CAC Slider, or even Anchor. I make these changes because the host being one person forms relationships with people that are great friends, and, if they like them, have the power to influence the game to favor that person in every aspect of the game, including gameplay, the storyboard design and the edit, post-productions and marketing and media events, red carpet, as well as who gets on who does not. If you are the host and executive producer, that allows you to control too much of what's happening in a game show, particularly if you have implicit bias and don't know you have them against disabled people or other people of different walks of life.
And finally, would you play again if asked?
Whoa, back up a second, I believe that's up to the audience. Okay audience, show of hands who wants me to play again. Alright, now raise your hand if you don't want me back for another season. So a majority wants me to play again. In my own words, I'd say I don't think so. I would not subject myself to another reality TV competition again, regardless of how many press releases they put out about being inclusive and special. I think the format of Camp Animal Crossing, the theme, the game, and many of the staff are well-intentioned. However, what was allowed to happen to intellectual disabled contestants was devastating in our lives, and our stories have not been told. I do appreciate you giving me the opportunity to tell my story without edit.
So that was our recent interview with Genji, folks. Who will I talk to next? Stay tuned after episode 51 for the next interview of The Aftermath. I'm Isabel, and I'll see you again real soon.
Y'all ready to get funky?
The most important part of dance is music. So now let us listen to the music and identify the beats.
1, 2, 3.
But that was too soft.